Hey, it's Tony with Coolest Life. Be sure to like and subscribe. As always, out on another adventure right now. I am here at Hurlburt Field here in the panhandle of Florida, not far from Eglin Air Force Base, that is. Navarro Beach, Fort Walton, that kind of area. So anyway, out here, and I thought I'd give you a little tour. I was actually here on post to do some stuff while I was just driving by, but I saw all these aircraft. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of the aircraft. This particular one is a this is a T-28D, and it is flown in I don't know, 27 different countries flew this one here. Well, I'm just out here living the coolest life. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but the Air Force does have helicopters also. And then here is a interesting little plane here. This is the A-37 Dragonfly out here on display. I like it because you can, although they're not roped off or anything, you can't walk right up to them. Of course, they don't want you to stepping on them and stuff, but they don't mind you getting close. A lot of them got the windows all blocked out here. And also on this Air Force Base here at Hurlburt Field, there's a lot of C-130s or aircraft like a C-130s, which are your big your cargo planes. And they can haul lots of stuff, even tanks. You can put tanks inside of these things. But we are right here at the main drag at the this is one of the main entrances here to the Air Force Base. Let's see what kind of plane this is. We'll just walk right up to it. What do you say? And we'll see how I'll put my non-jarring effect on my phone, or should I say walk as softly as possible. Now, why are we down here? We're actually looking for an RV. I looked at it last night. It's the kind I want. It's got a bath and a half. I'll be giving you a tour of it shortly, probably in another video. But this one doesn't tell what kind it is. It just says Project Pace Spectre. But anyway, as far as the RV goes, it's 35-foot Bounder, 2008. I think it's got what we need on it. We'll also hopefully get it at a pretty good price, which we'll be negotiating today and getting that all settled for. So looking forward to doing that and giving you all a tour of that of what we're talking about there. But this meantime, I'm here at Hurlburt Field and looking at some of the planes they have here on static display. I wanted to show you this one here because you saw the little window there. But check out this one. That's a little bit of a cannon. This is the size of a softball. You can put a softball into that thing. I mean, it's huge. And this one here is, in case you don't make a big enough hole, you use this one. This is a little bigger than the size of a softball. This is, if you ever played mush ball, it's about that size. So it's a good piece here. Well, my knuckles are 4 inches, so we're looking at, it's 8 inches across. It's an 8-inch barrel. That one's pretty serious. You don't want to be on the business end of that one there. And most of your C-130s are going to have some type of radar lookout spot here, and also your cargo bays. But let's go on across the road here and take a look at some of these others. Well, that one there, of course, is the C-130 Combat Talon. It's pretty neat. They've got a stop the video there if you don't want to read all of that. It's pretty neat. This memorial is out here. It's not really a memorial, I guess. It's just letting you know basically information. This will be more of a memorial to different people that there I am sending me. Look at that. Look at that right over there. See that? Isaiah right there? How about that? Isaiah 6:8. There's another one there. This is more traditional colors. So if you're looking at them from the top, you see it's got the camouflage. So if you're flying low, they're harder to see. If you're way up high above them, I don't know why you would paint them black, but I guess if dark of night, more than anything, it's hard to see if they're black if you're looking up at them. So this is the C-74 Skytrain. It looks like that. A lot of them you'll see they'll give them nicknames that makes them real individual to the exact plane. A lot of times it is the logo of the flight that actually the name of the flight that actually put this together, not necessarily just the plane, but a lot of planes will actually get their own name. This one here says Airman First Class John E. Levito. He was a Medal of Honor winner. Remember when I was in basic training in the Air Force, they had you memorize and learn about 5 enlisted people that got the Medal of Honor. And it's hard to get the Medal of Honor, a whole lot harder, I should say, in the Air Force, because in the Air Force, your officers are the ones that die the most. I would say they're the ones that really see combat, because they're the ones flying these planes, whereas your airmen are maintenance crews, and they're actually supporting the airfield itself, so they're not really in harm's way like the pilots are. So pilots oftentimes will get medals of honor in the Air Force, whereas the enlisted folks, it's a little tougher. In this case here, there were 5 that got the medals of honor when I was going through. I think there's a few more since then, but he was one of John Lee Levito was one of the more famous ones, and you can read that about him. Dragged himself forward, fell in the smoking flare, and then hurled it from the aircraft. Hurled it just before it ignited. You know, that's why you get medals of honor, for distinguishing yourself in harm's way, showing valor. This one here's kind of neat. Remember the logo on the side of the aircraft we saw up there? So it's here also. Dedicated to those crew members that paid the ultimate sacrifice while serving on the AC-47 in Southeast Asia. Nice. All gave some. Of course, the other side says some gave all. Cool, take a look at that. So that's a pretty neat neat one there. It shows that first there, the others may live. This is dedicated to special tactics operator. Now, these guys, you may have heard of SEALs. Well, this is basically the Air Force equivalent to the SEALs. You have combat controllers here. These guys actually train with the SEALs, which is why they have these here. These are the baddest of the bad. Air Force Pararescue. That's like as far as being in a combat situation. These are the guys that are, you get a pilot that's been shot down behind enemy lines, and a guy like this comes and finds you and pulls you out of there. They're an extraction team. They're not a combative team. They're try to get in the cover of darkness or try to sneak in somehow, and then get that pilot out of there and get them back across enemy lines. So that's what these guys do. Again, they train with the SEALs. They train Special Forces. They train with the Rangers. They get airborne qualified, the whole works. They train with all those guys. Huge, major washout rate. You may start with 30 and you end up with 3 that end up finishing the course. It's a serious course. They do a lot of that training down here at Eglin Air Force Base, especially cold weather training. So they'll get out there in the swamps and wet gear in the middle of winter. And although it doesn't get all that cold here in Florida, and when you're dealing with water and you're in the water trying to survive, it's still pretty cold. It's the Medal of Honor here. That's about all I'm going to show you here. There's some more planes out this way and some more cargo. But if you ever get a chance to come to Hurlburt Field here in Florida, and if you can get on boats, that is, come check them out. And actually, I'm going to go across here to the grass. When I was in the military, he was like, "You're still at the grass, still at the grass." But I'm a vet now. And I'm going to walk across the grass if I need to walk across the grass, because my neck and my back, I just can't take them long walks. So I'll walk across the grass here real quick. Let's see what we got here. They got the nice flag, nice huge flag up top. Got a couple of logos down here on the ground. And they got this, 1st Air Command Force. Pretty cool. 1st Air Command Group. That conference in 1934. Nice. There's another memorial here. There's a few more that are kind of scattered. They're a little smaller. There's one in front of this plane here, and there's some that actually, the smaller ones actually talk about the planes, but that looks like a diplomatic type plane they got over there. Always talk about the colors, right? So they're going to fly dignitaries from point A to point B. Oftentimes when you get Congress people and then they fly to other countries, they'll fly in a regular style Air Force craft like that. And they got those big, is that a Huey? A helicopter way back there? You see the helicopter? It's like a zoom in, maybe. Can't zoom in on this mode. That's fine. There's a helicopter way back over there. I may go check it out here in a minute, but that's probably going to do it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, send to your friends if they're into airplanes and they like that kind of stuff. Send them this video so they can take a look at it and see what they think. Maybe they can come down here and stop. A lot of my videos are places that you don't tend to go. Like, for example, we're on Hurlburt Field. If you're not military, you're probably not getting on base. I'm just saying. You gotta be a vet or be sponsored by somebody to get. So this isn't exactly public access here, although you can see this from the main road, but you can't really get on property. But that's the world we live in right now. You used to be able to get on bases pretty easily, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. And that goes for all branches of the service. A little more tight about their security as far as who can get on base. But that about wraps this up. As I said before, hundreds of times, be sure to like and subscribe, because it really helps get this video out to other people, let them see what's going on. And we're getting close to 500 subscribers. Hey, we might make it by December, by the end of December, I should say. And I'll be putting that video out about the RV real soon, of what it looks like. I'll give you a tour of it before we get all of our junk in it. but anyway, take care of yourself, be good to one another, and we'll see you on the next video, because I'm just out here living the coolest life.